I call this Nacho average taco salad. Because we're going to basically make a giant salad on a giant cutting board, and we're gonna top that with toasted corn tortillas with a little cheese on it. Then we're gonna top that with a lean homemade taco topping, not the package with fatty ground beef. We're gonna start with super lean ground sirloin or ground bison if you wanna try that for your family. And we brown that in just a little bit of oil. And we're gonna do our own spices, so you're not getting a big fat packet of chemicals and salt. You're gonna make your own taco topping. And then we're gonna make our own taco sauce, so it's not filled with corn syrup. We're gonna do our own avocado, good fat, sour cream or yogurt squish to put on top. I mean, it's gonna be really fun and interactive. And our dressing is chipotle lime. We're going to add some salt and pepper, a fat palm full of chili powder, about a half a palm full of coriander, nice and bright. Its best friend is cumin. They don't go anywhere without each other. Half a palm full of cumin, a couple of fat cloves of garlic, and jalapenos and onions. I like the combination of a little bit, like a half a cup of beer and a half a cup of stock. For our taco sauce, 1 can of diced chilies and tomatoes. So these are mild green chilies. Canned tomatoes, see the chilies there? With mild chilies. Our reserved onion. Little bit of cilantro. Some granulated garlic, about a teaspoon. About a teaspoon of ground cumin. Smells delicious. And a little splash of vinegar, cider or wine. Whiz it up, and that's done. I love crispy iceberg lettuce. So we're gonna put a huge bed on a giant board, giant cutting board or serving platter. So we're gonna put the rinsed onion, the chunky tomatoes. I'm gonna chop up some more of this iceberg. When we come back, we'll make a creamy avocado sauce, natural fat sauce for the top, and we'll make our dressing right after this. This is our base. For the dressing, we're gonna do honey chipotle lime, and we're gonna get to that in a minute. We made our own homemade taco sauce, so not too sugary. Our taco topping is cooking down nicely over here. Now, instead of just dumping sour cream all over the top, we're going to take a good natural fat avocado, 1 large or 2 medium, throw that into the food processor. I've already added salt and lime juice. Let that set. Then you can add sour cream or tangy, delicious Greek yogurt. For the dressing, I like smoky chipotle in adobo. To sweeten our dressing, we're gonna add a few fat tablespoons of honey to balance the heat of the chili peppers, or you can use agave. Oregano next, about a half a palm full. A little granulated garlic. We're gonna grate in a little garlic. And I use the fine grater if you're gonna eat the garlic raw, because it turns it into paste. Lime juice, add a fat splash of cider or wine vinegar. White or red wine vinegar or fat splash of cider vinegar. They're all delicious. And then we're gonna whisk in corn oil or olive oil until this emulsifies for us. We're gonna toast our chips and melt spicy pepper jack and super sharp cheddar over our corn tortillas. Come on back and we'll assemble the salad. So, it's salad night. I'm trying to start a trend here with what I call statement salads. I have a giant cutting board here, and I've arranged a huge sort of salad-scape. Over that, we're going to pour our chipotle honey lime dressing to make the lettuce layer a little more appealing for folks. If there's any left, you can pass a little at the table if somebody wants even more. Then, this is the appeal. We're going to top it with nachos and taco filling. And we're putting our toasted corn tortillas and melted cheese over the bed of the crunchy lettuce. Then we're going to top that layer with our nice, lean, homemade taco seasoning, beef taco, right? Then we're gonna hit that with our homemade taco sauce. Down over everybody. Then we're gonna do our squishy bottle avocado cream. Then I had a little cilantro left, so we'll sprinkle that. But I cannot have nachos, I don't know about you, without pickled jalapenos. Yes.